You ready to drink the black milk that's been stuck in your fridge for like 3 months and it's moldy and we probably shouldn't drink it, but like let's see what happens because YOLO or some shit. If that's still a thing.
Yes.
Is that what the kids are saying?
No.
Okay. Black Milk is a rapper producer from Detroit. Fever is his 7th studio album, and pretty much I'm going to this pretty much blind. My only experience with Black Milk is his previous EP, his 2011 EP, collaborative EP with Danny Brown called Black and Brown. I think they flowed well together in that. It wasn't the best Danny Brown I've ever heard in my life, but I liked it overall. I thought it was just a good collaboration between the two. Saw this project was out. I wanted to see because I like indie hip hop. I like Detroit hip hop, so I was interested to see how that sounds. But overall, this is hip hop I really don't want to hear. I hate to say that. That's just it is. I think the best part about this album is the production. I think the production with all its guitars, all its synths, all its drums, and some of the horn sections that appear on parts of this album are good. Like, I think the production overall is good. But I think Black Milk as a rapper is nothing to write home about.
No.
And I think that's the weakest part. Because I think if you had someone really solid or really narratively solid or anything, or really who was able to give an emotional performance even on these tracks, they would be amazing. But overall, I'm just kind of left just wanting more, and I don't feel like I get enough. I'm going to compare this project a lot to Odyssey, because that project, that artist gives me the same vibe, because I think they make music, at least that kind of produced the same way, but Odyssey songwriting leaves me wanting more too. At the end, I'm not really satisfied. I feel like there were some good moments, but like I felt like he never lived up to his fullest potential narratively. I feel like the production was good, but like if you're on the track for a purpose, it's just you're kind of roaming. But this, like, to start off, unVEil is just a very lame and lackluster, slow intro. Nothing too distinguishing or exciting, even production-wise. And I just kind of found it generic. Going into But I Can Be, I like how the synths and the guitars blend as like a unified piece. I really enjoyed that. I like how the background vocals on the hook. I like the hook. I like how just the hook. I could be wrong. I just think it plays out really good. I think it picks up in its third verse. We see more of a Black Milk like unique style. It's something unique I'm looking for. Something exciting I'm looking for. Still not like super distinctive, like not super out there or anything super unique, I would say.
Attention
grabbing, but it's better. It's certainly more better. It Could Be has a beautiful vocal sample with some bass and hi-hat and drum loop, probably one of the best musical moments on the album production wise. He picks up more with his flows. He fits in with production. It's more distinctive and natural. And I like the verse. Wise man once said the grind can't stop till the cap letters in your name get bigger, till the letters in your name get bigger like caps lock. That's just a good line. Like, I thought that was a really solid line and one of the best moments in his songwriting. But after that, literally the album just goes back and forth in this just like this pattern of just having good production or okay production over these just like very lackluster bars, and nothing really reaches out and grabs my attention, but nothing's necessarily bad, or nothing's necessarily like making me hate this record. But like the only moment I feel like there's two moments after that I feel like really grab my attention. Eve is just a nice odd little funky interlude.
Eve sounds like Wall-E. Wall-E background music.
Yeah. The synths playing the guitars again. I really enjoy it. I think it's just a short little interlude, and it's fun and exciting. Going to Faux Friend, we finally get something narratively pleasing. Talking about these like breaking friendships, or friendships that become like enemies. Friends that become enemies, or friends that become foes. First starting off with this like these two friends that grew up together. One becomes like this boss character, one becomes this muscle, and eventually leads to just the muscle character getting fucking pulled under the rug by the boss character, and the muscle character just kills him after he cuts his pay, or he doesn't give him all of his cut, essentially.
Yeah.
There's a second verse about these two friends. One of them cheats with her boyfriend, and it's not the most super captivating thing ever, but I found it
Any
interesting.
narrative at this point
Yeah,
is better
I found it
than
a
no
lot more
narrative.
interesting than a lot of the tracks on the album. And then that's it. There's like nothing else to really write home about. I think the production on this is it ranges from decent to good. Like, I think there's really strong moments on this, and I can't emphasize enough. But the lyrics is what really holds this back. Like, I feel like almost if this was a production album, it may have would have been better.
I think if you would have worked with Dabri, would you have liked it better?
I don't know, because Dabri was just all production that was wrong. But like, I think if you just took Dabri's features, it would have been better.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
But
I found this album to be unbelievably boring. It probably took me 3 days to get through Drown and Dive. Like, those two tracks. I would dare say that really the only redeemable part of this album, like you said, Faux Friend, All Around, that's a really good track. And then the production just all across the board made it listenable. The verses brought nothing to the table for me. Not even the features, and well, there's only like 3.
The features are all pretty much vocals features, and like, honestly, they sound like the most generic features you can get.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They don't bring anything new to the table. They don't bring anything interesting that Blackmail couldn't have done himself, or done with an uncredited feature or something.
Yeah. Album just kind of ends like a lot of these projects just kind of do for some reason. I don't know why.
There's no definitive ending, really.
I in the end, I do have at least a positive experience with this album. It didn't just make me angry like Debris. Like, I thought Debris, whatever the fuck his name is, DeVry University, I thought his project was just antagonizing at times and just really annoying. This, I was able to get through in one sitting. I thought the production was meh to solid. I thought the verses were just meh across the board. Wasn't he put? I feel like he put soul in this project, but I feel like narratively he's not talented as a rapper, and that's his biggest problem. Overall, I'm gonna give this a 6 out of 10. That's personally what I believe, but you probably have something else to say.
I honestly just found it like really boring. Like I said, like best parts. The album cover, for sure, it's really bad.
I don't think it's the worst.
It's really funny because of how it looks like somebody like made a collage on Microsoft Paint. It's like it's not as iconic as The Life of Pablo, but it's in the same ballpark, I would dare say. And then like we said, besides that, production across the board, Faux Friend. Honestly, the production's really the only like redeeming thing on this. It's kind of just borderline whatever for me. I'm gonna have to give it probably a 5.